Kia ora folks, coming to you live from the backcountry hut kitchen. Not much of a kitchen anyway. Got the meth stove, the old Trangia going. What today's video is about is actually Manuka tea. Now this is from the actual leaves. A little bit of history about it. Okay, when the colonials, the British, first arrived in New Zealand, right? When the colonials arrived in New Zealand, right? They actually used this and they actually called it the tea tree. T-E-A, not the T-I. Well, anyway, they started using the leaves for many things. Bedding, padding, all sorts. The one thing that it's known for is actually the tea. But the one thing I noticed is a lot of people in New Zealand don't know how to actually brew an actual cup of Manuka tea. Now, this is what you're after. If you know what Manuka is, this is it. You want all these. I'm sorry if I'm moving the camera too much or putting the objects too much in focus. I don't have my tripod, as I said, but these young leaves, you want these from the Manuka tree. So you want it from young trees. This is enough here for quite a while. If you drink this straight, that will last you all day. But you don't need much. Now for reference, over here, on top of the billy, that is all you want. A small amount. You want the greener ones, you want the really young ones, not these darker green ones. I'll show you. So it's about a teaspoon's worth. You don't want this green. Sorry for the shadows, but you don't want this green. You want this green. The small green. Now, just got the Trangia on. Let the water brew up. But yeah. All you do is you let the water boil. What I'm going to do is I'll let this water boil. Once it gets brewing, when I cut you back in, we'll drop the leaves in. We'll let them steep. Anyway, back to the Manuka tea. You want a teaspoon worth. You can crush them up if you want. You don't want to boil these. What you want to do is, hold on. You know, if you got a campfire, you put it out or whatever. Just take the water off the boil. Don't burn yourself. It's not nice. Never is. Put your alcohol stove out if you're using an alcohol stove. It actually works better with an alcohol stove because it's quicker. You can use an old, you can use a gas stove if you got a tramping stove, but your teaspoon's worth, drop it in. So we dropped it in. Okay. You don't want anything more than a teaspoon worth. Tell you why in 1 second. If you put too much in, like a tablespoon, right? Some people do, and some people will actually boil it. Problem with that is you're boiling everything out, and it will make the tea too bitter. If you do it this way, it should taste like tea. It will taste like tea. Sometimes it can taste like green tea. So if you run out of tea bags, and I don't have much tea bags left, by the way, this is what I'll be pretty much drinking for the rest of the week, the next couple of days. Just the old Bushman's tea, and that's what they used to call it. Not a lot of people drink this tea anymore. Those who still remember and know how to do it do. But all you do is you let this brew for about 3, 4, 5 minutes. But as I said, not much. That's all you want. Just a teaspoon's worth. It's going to wither down. That's fine. Just leave it. And once you're done, just stir it with a stick or a twig or whatever, just something like this. You can stir it with a twig. Doesn't matter. Just stir it around. Just let it settle. And then, Bob's the uncle. There you go. So as I said, let's do a recap now. As I mentioned before, sorry for the shakes. I forgot my tripod. Using my chest harness here. This is what you're after. This stuff. Don't know if my camera's going to let it go in focus, but all this light green stuff. That's what you want. You only want a teaspoon's worth. So you boil your water, take it off the heat, Drop in about teaspoons worth of the really young leaves, lighter green ones, like a lime green, not the dark green. Chuck those in, leave it for about 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then drink away. If you let this cool down for about 10 minutes, it will be a really pungent tea. As I said, same thing applies. If you've got a tablespoon, you don't want to do a tablespoon. For a billy like this, which is about 1.5 litres, I would use about 2 teaspoons and let it steep for about 5 minutes. So if I've got a couple of friends around in the bush, or me and my mate, and we want to drink a lot of tea, fill it up with water, boil away, let the rolling point take it off, drop in all my leaves, about 2 teaspoons worth, let it steep for about 5 minutes, and there you go. Tea. Doesn't take that long. It's not as quick as when you're at home and you've got the jug and you can just turn it on, but this is the shortest way you can do it. Now my water naturally is tinted. It doesn't matter because it's being boiled up, so all the pathogenic and microscopic organisms are all gone, like Giardia, Cryptosporidium. They're all gone, they're all dead. So it's totally safe and it's totally nice. Now what I'm going to do is, as I say, apologies if I roam around. Here's my cup. Still got a tea bag in it. If I wanted to, I could just reuse that. I actually might do that. So I'm just going to leave that there. Polish the rest of this tea off. And this is just so I can drink it. There we go. Now this type of tea doesn't actually give off any colour. It's quite colourless. So it is actually hard to judge. From what I've gathered, and from my own personal experience, I have a lot of experience with the Bushman's tea, Manuka tea, the leaves and the bark. Now this video is strictly about the leaves, not about the bark. There will be another video about the bark, which is a sedative. It knocks you out if you have trouble sleeping. You can brew that up, drink it, it will knock you out flat. It's really good. But anyway, back to Bushman's tea, the old leaves. This water was naturally tinted like this. It's being boiled up, so it's totally fine to drink. But as I said, no matter how much you put in, a tablespoon, a cup worth, it won't give off any colour. So this is hard to judge. 1 teaspoon is enough for a total mug like this. It's totally enough. A pot like this. Never mind tea bag, I'm going to reuse that later. A pot like this, which is about 1.5, I would use about 2 teaspoons. As I said, you just leave it in the cup and then drink away. And you should taste tea. And it does taste like tea. And that's what you want. You don't want to boil it. If you boil it like a decoction, not an infusion, because that's what tea is, it will be really bitter. You will faintly taste the tea. And it's really nice. So yeah, that's today's video about Bushman's tea, Manuka tea, from the green tea leaves, the tips, young tips. This is Russ the Bushman signing off.